Well, hello everybody. Here I am, back with Walker. And today, we are going to explore some more. I put Soul in the Sunbros Covenant. Pretty easy, you just wait until the dragons breathed its fire in the little safe area, pop back out, shoot them with an arrow, and then run like crazy. I recommend you be naked so you run fastest. And we've got our friend here,
myself,
who will allow us to purchase spells, and we will need to buy these spells to continue his storyline. We will also need to purchase these 2 rings. Now, I know it says boost sorcery, but from what I've read, it also boosts pyromancy. I'll double check that later.
Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
The reason I did not buy the catalyst is because I got that free one. I will probably be buying one anyways for later reasons. Yeah, when you ring 1 Bell of Awakening, there's snoring going on here, so yeah. Though I will be doing something over in the forest first, before I continue to the Capra Demon like I said we were going to do. So let's head over there. Thank you. Shortcut to allow us to just go straight. Dink. In case you're wondering, that's +5, that's +5, that's +5, 5, 3, 3, and 3. I don't know why I had my bow on without having arrows. I guess, felt like it. Here in the Undead Parish, heading over. As I said, I'm not going to do like mini-bosses or anything without showing you guys, so... Titanite shards are always welcome. I'm going to try and get all the weapons with this character, well, at least all the special ones. If I don't show them on screen, I will show you them when I am back on screen. Those will be the ones that I might have to grind for. I'm trying to platinum this game, so chances are I will probably get a few trophies in front of you guys. I've gotten some, not all of them, for obvious reasons. Sit here so that we can spawn back here in case we screw up. I am playing online from now on because I'm not going to get better with online unless I am actually online. So, I can't remember if I talked about the 4 ages in my opinion. Someone talked about it as the Age of Ancients, the Age of, like, fire, the Age of Light, and the 4th one's the Age of Darkness. That's a good idea, maybe some idea, but I think that it would actually be, since the Titanite Demons 4 things are from the, 4 ages, if they are, then it would be, in my opinion, 4 ages that had happened by the time they showed up. So that would be the Age of Ancients, the Age of Fire, the Age of War, and the Age of Dark. So yeah, there is a sparkly down here. This is also a way to get a bow if you haven't bought one. You can get one for free down here, and I think it's actually better than the short bow. So I might keep that. Yeah, there's the lizard. Yeah, I will grind for that lizard later, I guess. I might just grind for it on screen, I'm not sure. There is a dark knight somewhere around here. And I think that is the bow. Yep, the leather set and a longbow, as well as feather arrows. So let's compare. It's +5, but it's actually better in the long run if I +5 it, so yeah, I'll switch to it. Now, if I remember right, the knight is like on one of these ledges. I think he's guarding the bonfire that's down here. Spoilers, there's a bonfire down here. It is kind of a pain in the ass to get to. Ah. Notice I'm trying to stick by the wall. Oh, here we are. This is where the bonfire is, so this is actually a good spot for it. Oh, I didn't notice he doesn't go in. So we can try and kite this guy if we want. And he's a dick and doesn't go where we want him to go. Damn it. Let's take a drink of OJ. That was a good spin, buddy. Haha! Gotcha though. He dropped some blue titanite, that is nice. What does this say? Amazing weapon ahead. And it's the grass crest shield. Which is actually really good in some very different cases. Now, go over here, light this bonfire. Yay, bonfire's lit. Now if you go all the way back here, pull this lever, and go back and sit down in case I fuck this up. Chances are, yes I will. Because I know myself. Let's see if I've got any homeward bones. Awesome. Now. Be naked. Yeah, heavy attack with a fire. It's a punch. I will punch you with all my savage flame. And we are in the Valley of Drakes. This is how you get to that one sword I was talking about, if you did not know. Okay, yeah, got ganked there, but there is a really good ring up that ladder if you saw it as I was dying. I tried to aim at it. But let's do it again. See if I can get this ring. The reason I went naked is because that way I'm fast enough. So let's do this. I will be grinding the Dark Knights in an area where they are if I do not have all their weapons. I think they have an axe, a sword, if I'm correct, a great sword, and a halberd. That's what I was thinking of. That's what you saw the other guy with. With that, I will be just kind of trying to get... Kind of surprised my bloodstain isn't... Now, what's good is usually their first shot is a straight shot. Kind of got teased with that. Hey, I made it to the ladder, and I got my bloodstain back. Nice. Most people don't stop for that clothing set until they can actually take these drakes on. I kind of love how they're all just kind of sitting there, and there's how you get the red tearstone ring at a somewhat early level. They're just kind of wandering there. I don't think my flame will go down there, though. Will it? It will, but it would arc, so that's why I wanted the homeward bone. So yeah, if you're going after it, make sure you've got a homeward bone. Make sure you're, ready for it all. The reason I'm still using the tattered set is, A, I started with it, but also because I have yet to figure out what I would actually want full on. But red tearstone ring, blue tearstone ring, it's attack and defense at low health. Let's boost my poise again. Just fully get rid of that. Here I am, standing without a sword. Or an axe, or anything. Yeah, I got the Black Knight's sword, not their axe or their rapier or anything. Pull out my heater shield, pull out my longbow, pull out some arrows. Leave the bolts alone. Yeah. Now, like I said, I will be trying to go for everything. So that's all the weapons plus 10, all of the... I will show where the covenants are, but I probably won't be going into them. Other than Sunbros, I will show you with Soul what the covenants look like and what to do with them. I won't be able to get all the weapons until I hit New Game Plus Plus, so... Let's see, I think it was the next up one. So, yeah, right there. Got him. But he did not drop what I wanted him to drop, which was some green titanite. So I could put holy on one of my weapons. Yeah, I'm going to just kind of get out of here now. I could fight some golems if I wanted to. Hell, I could go after one of the heavier side bosses. Heavy being the operative word. Ah. is Havel the Rock is the person I am talking about. He's got an interesting story too. And I know I talk a lot about stories, and that's because these guys do have stories. They're somewhat hard to find, obscure. Hell, there are stories about people who don't even appear in the game, but they're there. Let's see.
Well, I've used needle.
Ah, I can't do the raw forge or either, so... But I have twinkling. Let's upgrade the longbow a little bit.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
No, we don't. Go back to my flask. Sit at this bonfire so we don't go back to the woods. And yes, I'm going to sit at each little bonfire so that I don't get screwed up or anything. There is a merchant right. I believe I pointed her out. She is an undead merchant, the second undead merchant, who is right next to the shortcut that leads from the lower undead burg to where the Capra Demon is, to the Firelink Shrine that I showed you guys before. I know some people enjoy going into these playthroughs blind. That's great. I love doing blind stuff. In fact, this is semi-blind. Like I said, I do not have all the trophies on this game. I'm going to try and get them, and you guys will come with me for that. I've already got a sorcerer and a cleric. I asked if you guys want to see me play as those guys as well. My cleric, as you know, is the backup. The only covenant I've entered that I didn't show you guys is the Sunbros covenant. Yeah, if you two-hand a shielded enemy, if you're decent at hitting them, you can knock them out of their shield pretty easily without needing to do a heavy attack, and then it's just a 1-2. I know you can backstab while two-handing. I've done it. I just don't like to do it. Just in case I miss, I can throw up my shield. So let's get this guy. Now, with my sorceress, it took forever for me to get the Baldur side sword. There are a couple knights in Sen's Fortress that have the possibility of dropping them, and there are the 3 knights here. And that is this guy here in the hallway and 2 in the lower spot. The rest will drop rapiers. Now rapier, pretty decent. I don't really care for it. The only reason I'd upgrade it is to turn it into a different weapon later. Once I get to a different blacksmith that I can use god items on. Use god souls on. But what was I going to talk? Oh yeah, a friend of mine, and I were talking about this game, and we got to discussing the 4 lords that found the Lord Souls. So we've got Gwen, Lord of Sunlight, Witch of Izalith and her Daughters of Chaos, Nito, First of the Dead, and the Furtive Pigman. Furtive means secret or hidden. I kind of like that, but there is a way that there is a thought that I have not heard anyone talk about that I've had, which is they discuss the 4 lords in order of Nito, Izalith, Gwen and the pygmy. Now, nobody said that is the order the souls were found. My thoughts is, what if the souls were found in the reverse order of what they mention? So the furtive pygmy found his first, and here's my little headcanon. Furtive pygmy found the soul first. The reason he's secret is because the other three have tried to bury the knowledge of him. The furtive pygmy, having found his soul first, said, hey, look, there's, souls here. I can now think. Why don't you guys come and join me and we can work together? And he started splitting his souls among the smaller of the groups that he could actually speak with. Gwen was one of the larger of them and went, you know what? We don't need that little tiny soul. Let's go over to the Great Flame and find our own. And his pride and want to be better than this little pygmy was what caused him to find the soul of light, since the pygmy found the dark soul. Then, since everything disparity had been started, the Witch of Izalith started having children, and she might have actually been the first to have them. So we've got... I just took a fireball to the face and did not flinch. That is cool. So we've got a female who is... no one really knows what is going on. The fact that she's pregnant, no one really understands. They just kind of are trying to figure out what to do with this thing that's going on with them. So they take her over to the Great Flame that they're hoping will heal her. And as she gives birth to the first actual born being, the life soul finds her. And she shares that among some of the people, just like Gwen shared his light soul to those who would eventually become his knights. They didn't split them like the furtive pygmy, they just shared them. And here's the person that you can buy like moss and whatnot from.
I have moss. Now dish up some souls.
Yeah, sorry I didn't get her first dialogue when it was available. I forgot that I had just run past her, so I went and purchased some items from her, and then, oh yeah, the souls. And then Nito, he was getting older and older, and no one understood that they were actually aging. Nito, being the oldest, so to say, ended up dying, and as he died, they again brought this body over to the Great Fire, because, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They just have this, one of their others just collapsing and not being there anymore. So, as they...
What a humdrum lad you are.
Yeah, that's what she says if you don't buy anything. As they lay him down by the fire, since it healed, so to say, the Witch of Izalith, which, data mining reveal and Japanese translations both reveal that her name actually was Izalith. And Lost Izalith is like the city named for her and whatnot. The death soul finds its way to him. And so he becomes literally the first of the dead. As they are building their own little empires and whatnot, so Nito takes over what would become the graveyards and the catacombs. Izalith creates her own, and her ambitions to create a flame and to understand creates the chaos flame, and she kind of keeps it under control for however long she can, but as we know, that doesn't last and whatnot. And then we have, you know, all the other shit that goes on. But as they are finding these souls and dealing with what can and does happen, they are, you know, building their empires. And then Gwen goes, hey, those dragons have been in charge for long enough. Let's take them out. And so, using the power of their souls, even the pygmy and his followers, his lords and people, all fight the dragons. But the pygmy, the furtive pygmy, decides at the very end that it's done. After the war was done, it just wanted to go exploring the different lands. Gwen, kind of fearing the pygmies, so to say, decided, hey, let's do something about them. Now, the war was officially over, but as everyone knows, that does not mean that the fighting had stopped. So, while they were still fighting, Gwen created the circle of fire around the dark soul, not realizing this would eventually create the undead curse. He ended up just making a curse, so to say, to the humans, or at least the ancestors of the humans, the pygmies. And then he did some serious shit that, if you haven't played Dark Souls 3 yet, you find out in Dark Souls 3. But that is what created the undead curse, and the reason that it is referred to as the furtive pygmy is because Gwen, who was the big guy in charge, tried to erase what the pygmies had done. So, secretive and so easily forgotten is because of Gwen. And like I said, this is just a theory I've been kicking around. As you can tell, it's not completely well thought out, but I thought it was just interesting, and if any of you want to, you know, discuss it, I'm happy to discuss it with you guys in the comments. And that's just a thought. So let's take out this next boss. You know it, I know it, it's the Capra Demon. Let's try this. Damn it, I wanted to go up. Ah, shit. There we go. I did not know he could... Oh! So, he can't really come over here. And I did not mean to do that. Yeah, let's see if I can cheese this guy. Doesn't look like it's letting me. join Booty Lovers Anonymous. Not the Capra Demon, he seems to have no ass. But he is getting smarter, it seems. Got him! Ha ha ha! First try! Woo! Now that is actually the first time I got him first try. So now unlocking the depths, I think, triggers the people that, or beating the Capra Demon. One of those two triggers the people that show up to go on the pilgrimage. And yeah, let's just unlock these. Got it. So we will continue this in the next part. I have been the Lunar Walker, and I will see you guys soon.